Hello everyone. The message behind today's tutorial is that nature is fragile and at this point in time it needs our love and protection. Through this tutorial, I also wish to discuss some of my painting techniques which hopefully helps you in future. And most importantly, I hope you have fun with this painting. It is always better to sketch lightly. I have used my H pencil to do so. However, you would see me darkening it later. I did that so that you can see it clearly. You could apply the colors to the background using either a round hair number 8 brush or a filbert brush, and I have used a filbert brush here, and after applying the colors I have used a semi-dry brush to blend them in. The dark values were mostly towards the corners, and I've tried to keep the center light. To create a crisscross pattern on the background, I've used a flat brush, a number 10 brush, and with that I have pulled the strokes in different directions. Burnt sienna and yellow ochre were applied on one side of the hand, and to help it blend well, I created a mix of vermilion red and white. A lot of white and a little bit of vermilion red when mixed together would give you the perfect flesh tint. The little finger took a base coat of yellow ochre and burnt sienna, and the ring finger took a base coat of light vermilion red. Burnt sienna was used to create the shadows and the details. Also, every time I wanted to deepen the value, I would add just a tad of sap green to it. To make the light areas pop out, a bit of cerulean blue was added to the base coat. White was used to create the highlights on the finger, and to add wrinkles and other details, burnt sienna was used. The details added with burnt sienna were dabbed softly, either with a finger or a damp brush, so that it blended a bit with the base coat. The burnt sienna lines were drawn using a number 0 pen brush. It was later softened using a semi-dry brush, and after doing that, one or two lines out of those were again deepened. That entire process might look very tedious, but it does make the wrinkles look more real, where some of the lines are fainter, some a bit darker, some little thick, and some very, very thick. To create those fine lines, I have used a detailing brush of 000. The flesh tint color which we had prepared, combining vermilion red and white, was used to color the nail. It was also darkened from the sides using burnt sienna, and white highlights were added to the base of the nail. To show the spot of light on the finger, the colors used were white and golden yellow. White was used in the center and golden yellow around it. The golden yellow color had to blend lightly with the base coat. So for that, a semi-dry brush was used, and it was used around the edges of golden yellow. Painting the grass was fairly simple as it didn't involve any blending or mixing of the colors. All I had to do was pull those strands using a zero brush pen. Highlights were added to it using white and cadmium yellow. Mostly it was added towards the tips of the strands. The work on the butterfly is also fairly simple. One needs to just block the colors and fill in the details. To fill in the details, I have used a 000 brush, and the butterfly also takes a white highlight once all the details are added to it. Along with white spots, a few gray spots can also be added. Some of the lines could be thick lines on the wings of the butterfly, and some could be thin lines. These variations make the pattern look very interesting. After filling all the details on the wings, one can move towards the feet and the antennas and draw them using a mix of black with burnt sienna. In realistic paintings, we tend to avoid using black directly as it's a very intense color and it can quickly overpower the painting, the rest of the painting. So we tone it down a bit by mixing it with some other dark shade. Once these details are drawn, you could also add some highlights to these details using gray. With this, we come to the end of the tutorial. I sincerely hope it was a useful and a fun experience for you. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you like my content, please do share, like and subscribe. Thank you so much and take care.